Well, 5 Republican hopefuls made their pitch to voters for the 3rd time last night in Miami. So which moments resonated best with voters as they try to break out of the pack? Here with the dials, Maslansky Partners President Lee Carter. She was up really late and is bringing us the dials. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Okay, if you're unfamiliar with the dials, we haven't done them, for a while. Explain the colors and what we should look for.
So you're looking at voter reactions. They're reacting on a second-by-second basis. Democrats are the blue line, independents a yellow line, and Republicans are red line. You're going to see some interesting things today, different than what we've seen in the past.
No kidding. All right, first soundbite. Here's Ron DeSantis talking about how he would handle the border with Mexico.
We're declaring it a national emergency on day one. I'm sending U.S. military to the border. I'm going to stop the invasion cold. I am going to deport people who came illegally. And I'm even going to build the border wall and have Mexico pay for it, like Donald Trump promised. We are going to designate the cartels to be foreign terrorist organizations or something similar to that. And we're going to authorize the use of deadly force. We're going to have maritime operations to interdict precursor chemicals going into Mexico.
That's really, no surprise, Republicans loved it.
They love the strength, but what I was most surprised at is you look at that Democrat line, they actually resonated with some of what he said here. You can see Republicans gave this an A, independents a C+, Democrats a C-. People said we really like his tough stance on immigration. Some people said he went a little bit too far, and you can see that reaction. There are a lot of dips in there. There are moments he sort of stepped over the edge for folks.
All right, now let's take a look at Tim Scott, the senator from South Carolina. Here he is kind of scaring us, saying there are sleeper cells in America. Watch this.
I believe that we have sleeper terrorist cells in America. Thousands of people have come from Yemen, Iran, Syria, and Iraq. If we are going to deal with the national security emergency at our border, we have to do it now.
Independents gave him a good grade.
They sure did. Republicans gave an A-, independents a B+, and Democrats a C. Now, overall here, there was some positive reaction. We're hearing a lot of concern about these terror cells and other things among Americans where they want to see more strength on these issues, even Democrats. One thing I found really surprising is how positive Democrats reacted throughout the night. And one of the things that I learned is they really want an alternative to Donald Trump.
Okay, and you perfectly set up this next soundbite. We've never seen anything quite like this one. Here's Chris Christie and Ron DeSantis talking about how they would ban TikTok. And watch the Democrats, the blue line.
TikTok is not only spyware, it is polluting the minds of American young people all throughout this country, and they're doing it intentionally.
Would you ban or force the sale of TikTok, regardless of whether or not China allowed American apps to operate in China?
Yes, I think that China is the top threat we face. They've been very effective at infiltrating different parts of our society.
Okay.
Fascinating. Democrats gave Chris Christie an A, independents a C, and Republicans a C. DeSantis got a B from Democrats, independents a B, and Republicans an A. Shocking. I think this is shocking to see Democrats give any Republican an A.
I've never seen that.
I don't think I've ever seen it either. And I will tell you this, Democrats are tired of TikTok polluting their children's minds. They didn't resonate as much with a China threat as Republicans and independents, but they all agree that something needs to be done about TikTok.
And regarding TikTok, when Vivek Ramaswamy went after Nikki Haley's daughters,
there were like 3 or 4 that liked it, but for the most part, people were like, oh, that is going too far. Do not go after somebody's children.
Okay, give me the top 2 finishers last night.
It was absolutely very, very clearly among the voters that we spoke to, Nikki Haley, far and away, more than 70% said she won the night. And then the second after that people chose was a tie between Donald Trump and Ron DeSantis.
Look at that. And Donald Trump wasn't even there. All right. I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.